I'd like to take this occasion to thank all of the Periscope live stream community that engaged with me in January and February of 2020 on this Vietnam quest. Je voudrais remercier la communauté Periscope qui a participé avec moi durant cette tournée au Vietnam.
Okay, Siri, it would be nice to show us their money. Oh yeah, easily done. Not a problem. Not out here, but when it's appropriate. Okay, already it's got my approval. I love potted dwarf trees. I just can't get enough of a nice tree in a potted situation inside of a courtyard. It gets my approval. But not only that, they got moss and ferns, and they got like a pool of water, and it's suspended above the ground. It's better than cute. Better than cute. Okay. Yeah. Well, bonsai is smaller. It's Japanese, but the dwarf trees are from Chinese. They originated in China, and then the Japanese took it to another level. But this is originates from China. And it was also practiced here, but it's not a bonsai, it's a dwarf tree, as far as I can tell. Because bonsai is more miniature. So I think these would be on the way to the bathrooms. So you have a high wall. Okay. So let's see if I just hold still. I didn't know there was a difference. I'm glad that you're learning something on a regular basis. Yeah, that's the point of these things. And so am I. Okay, ferns and benches. So I could read a book or read my iPad actually. I hardly read books anymore. I get everything, I read it off my iPad. So that looks like sharded glass. So you could not scale the wall and get over it without cutting your hands to shreds. So those are broken bottles that are like infused in cement. So the point is there's no escape, or if you try, you're gonna get a big hurt trying. Okay. These are beckoning. I want to go up here. Okay. Shall we ascend? So it's very industrial, utilitarian. I'm not sure. Well, obviously after the Vietnam War, but I'm not sure how long after. So this is like probably a guard station, just to make sure that friends don't come in and try to help their friends escape. So this is terracotta roof. Okie doke. So what I'm hoping is if the signal is good and I just linger long enough, then that means when you revisit, you can just do a screenshot and read what's on the thing. And so I can keep moving and keep the thing. Like, look at this majestic potted tree. It's a little beyond dwarf, but it needs the height here. So proportionally, it works for the space that it's in. And these are little single, I guess they're wall creepers. They creep up against the wall to cool things down when it gets too hot. So there's a lighting situation. Terracotta. The pots are, yeah, the pots are ceramic. Look at this old Chinese style, sir. The roots must be cramped all in one. That's the trick with bonsais. You see, you have to trim them back by a third. You trim the roots back by a third, and you trim the new buds back by a third, and it's called training. So you train your tree to remain small, and when you prune back by a third, it causes new sprouts to occur, so it becomes bushier. And the thing with the roots is by trimming them back a third, they become finer. So they actually adapt to the amount of nutrition that the smaller but leafier tree Okay, so this looks like a French word, a cachot. And in French chateaus and dungeons, they have a place called oubliette. And an oubliette is like a hole in the ground that is very black and dark. And basically, they would drop a person in the oubliette, put the cover on, and forget about him. And that's the translation of the word oubli, which means forget about him. So I wonder if this place has an oubliette. And the cachot is definitely French, mais je ne sais pas c'est quoi ça veut dire. Hold on, let me look at the blurb. There might be an explanation here. There's someone coming behind me. I'm just going to hold still. Then I'm going to move. So, guys, the acoustics in this. The acoustics in this. Oh, there's a spiral staircase. Dungeon you saw. Yes. So there's a spiral staircase. And the acoustics. Look at this. This is solid. It's Johnny. Oh, okay, this is not funny. So yeah, that looks like somebody who's been neglected. So guys, if it's too dark, okay, so this is probably self-explanatory. These are leg irons. Yeah, and then some. Check out the door. The door is very solid. It's like an inch and a half thick. And there's this slammy, like impersonal, you know, it's alright, it's alright. So it still works. And it makes like creepy haunted house sound when you use the hinges. And the door is old. I don't know if the light can get this. Let's move the door. Yeah. There you go. See, look at the. So it makes all these clangy sounds. So yeah, you'd be in jail with the real sound effects. Okay. So this is like. There's a slope, so I guess that when you go to the bathroom, it kind of slopes to the end of the corner of the wall, and it's about 5 feet by 5 feet by 10 feet height. And there are 2 windows up there. So yeah, so they would have 1, 2. So they could put 2 in there in leg irons, and then more. Well, yeah, it's not my intention. So. Yeah, there's a padlock on this one. So he's not getting out soon. He does not look like. Okay, so we cannot. No entry. Got it. And then through here, there's no entry, but this looks like. Oh, this is where they go to the washroom. This is the squat place. I've seen these in Turkey. The first time I was at a bus stop, and I wasn't sure what to make of it. It just wasn't part of my culture, you know. But yeah, that was my surprise thing in Turkey. Yeah, it's a toilet. You squat over the hole. It's gotten dim for some reason, and these are still in effect, still used in Turkey. For some reason, the focus isn't working right. Okay. So let's go to another exhibit. More ironwork. Cachot. Okay. So this is pretty sad when they actually have, emaciated people who, have that kind of glazed look. Lao uses holes and buckets as a toilet. Okay. But these people look emaciated, and this was during the French colonial time. So if you broke the law, or if you pissed somebody off, and they had the power to put you away, this is where you might have ended up. So the only thing is that I guess they had company, but look, these are leg irons. So this is kind of inhumane where, you know, you can't even give yourself a rest. Well, I assume they fed them probably just the bare minimum just to keep them alive. Unless they wanted them dead, then they probably wouldn't feed them. But being incarcerated. So here's an exhibit. Okay, these are real. Look at those faces. They say a lot. Not impressed. I mean, those faces say not impressed. So these are the garments. They kind of look, check it out. Kind of looks like these are little froggies. Kind of looks like the garment I'm wearing. I guess I came dressed. I came dressed for the occasion. See, there is a similar shirt to the one I'm wearing. I didn't do it on purpose. I just did because it was a humid day. And this particular shirt does well on sweaty days. Okay, it does not look pretty. When you incarcerate somebody in an inhumane way like this by, you know, stapling their head in a ladder, um, to me does not is the antithesis of being humane. Wow. I mean, look at that look. Okay. So, okay, so they ate out of bowls. So, no, it looks like they ate out of coconut bowls with the coconut spoons. And what I've tried to do is this is a trick, guys. If your signal is pretty good and the lighting is good, you just hold still over a blurb in case those that are really interested in reading every little possible thing. It doesn't take me a hell of a lot. I mean, it's not asking a lot of me. Just to hold still a second. And that way on the replay, you can do a screen cap and then you can read at your heart's desire. Okay, this is impressive. Look at this door. So this is probably like a mass. Um, I'm not sure if this is the entrance door, but it looks like seriously keep people in or out. Okay, ironwork, brickwork. So yeah, I assume these kind of bricks were introduced by. This is like French engineering issue. You know, it's like a standard brick, and with that you can build almost anything. So let's have a look at the blurb. Yeah, bricks used by the French in 1896. There you go. Now this interests me more. Tiles and chimney cap and at the top of a lightning rod. How cool is that? You're touring it? Yes, Mai brought me to jail. Mai brought me to jail, and not only am I touring, but you're touring with me. So these look like decrees or official documents. Ils ont en français. Donc, je crois que je sais pas s'il y a une traduction. I don't know if there's a translation here in English. They look like formalized French documents.